All right, so real quick, just kind of wanted to hop on here and just kind of say, um, I'm at a really weird point in my life. I understand, uh, like, I need to clean all this shit up, like all this shit right back. I can't. I got my arm properly, like all back here, because it's kind of my workbench for like fixing shit, and even actually right there on the bottom, uh, actually yeah, right back there. On the floor is actually a little MacBook Air. I need to actually get a proper OS on there because I haven't touched that thing in like 2 years. So I really do need to actually probably do a little project. I'll probably share that with y'all. But just kind of a quick update. I've been put in a very precarious situation where I have a lot of time, um, not on purpose, but I've been given a bunch of time that I didn't previously have. Um, but that amount of time has also um, added in a bit more of confusion and stress. But what I'm trying to do with that is actually put out some more videos for y'all. This is going to kind of be an introduction video of some kind of letting you know what's going to be happening in the next like few weeks and things that I'm going to be working on as I have time. Because I am still very busy trying to get a lot of stuff done with the time that I have because I hate wasting time. I really hate wasting time, but I also don't want to waste y'all's time. So I'll kind of try to cut straight to the chase. I see that I'm already at almost 2 minutes in, but um, I'm gonna try and show y'all like some of the different projects that I've been working on over the years. Um, Most of those projects usually tend to be, of course, as you would expect, IT things. One thing that I actually do want to bring up that I'm going to be trying to show y'all, and definitely keep an eye out for that video because it's really exciting. Um, Whether you guys know or not, I do host all my own media. Um, I host basically my own like home Netflix using Jellyfin. And one thing that I really wanted to share with y'all, as soon as I even actually realized that I could even do it, it's not completely perfect, but it's a work in progress. It's much better of a situation because I like to have all the TV shows and movies that I really want to watch on a regular basis and rewatch because I'm the kind of person where if I end up watching something and I really enjoy it, I want to watch that repeatedly. And I will like majority of the movies that I even have on my home server, I've watched probably 10 times each, with the exception of some of the ones that my wife has asked me to put on there. Those ones, if they're like chick flicks or Twilight, I don't like Twilight. Don't get me on. Don't get me started on that. I don't like Twilight. I have never watched it. Refuse to watch it. It's one of those things my wife's gotten irritated about, but like, I don't want to watch it. I refuse to. I've refused since it came out. It's not happening. Um, but yeah, it's kind of related to something along those lines where I really wanted to have access to all of my music as well because I was very much I've always been listening to music or playing music or doing some sort of music project ever since I was very young, and I've just always been very like my family was very musically oriented and like creatively oriented, so that's kind of where the whole idea of even starting this channel was. And sorry, um, in general, I try to always maintain a good level of people having access to some really cool stuff. And I love being able to actually share those things with other people because one of the things that I feel has been very much attacked by all this AI bullshit is real, raw, genuine creativity. Like an AI could spin together a video edit probably faster than most humans can. But will it be good? Yes and no. Depends on how much money you're willing to spend. I personally, I've messed around with some AI on my workstation. I've messed around with it on my laptop. But the AI that I've messed around with is more of local LLMs being run locally on my workstation or locally on my laptop. I don't really, I've had to use for work and whatnot some stuff like ChatGPT. I've had to use Copilot. I've had to use some other custom stuff. And I didn't like the results that came out of it. And the only one that I've actually seen a genuine, like, almost inspired thing was through local LLMs. But this is kind of off the point. Uh, Essentially, what I want to do is actually kind of start sharing with y'all what I've been working on and what I've kind of cultivated, and y'all will be able to see kind of how far I go because I've been working in IT technically only about 5 years, but in those 5 years, I've grown so much. Even actually, what you're going to be watching this off of, this is actually not being recorded off of a Windows PC. This is literally being recorded off of a gimbal cam. Like the camera you're watching this on is a gimbal cam connected via USB-C into OBS on a Linux PC and just exported straight to YouTube. And it's it's wild, absolutely wild how this is all working, and the fact that I've been able to even learn all this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. So if the audio sounds bad, let me know. If any of the video looks a little bit wonky, let me know. I can try to change it, alter it, whatever I need to give you guys the best product that I can. Because at the end of the day, all that a lot of people are trying to do is vie for your attention. But I want to actually provide some educational value because I've seen a lot of bullshit on YouTube, which just ends up looking terrible and half baked and just doesn't do great. Um, I've seen a lot of people end up putting a lot of work into it, and where they end up getting screwed over, where they're like, "Oh, well, this video didn't do as well as this one because this one was done by AI, and that's why blah 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 blah." And it's one of those things that I've been aggravated about, that everything on YouTube has been seemingly like immediate and not long lasting pleasure or appreciation for what went into actually going to the video. So if somebody actually ended up doing an AI thing and they thought that that was the greatest thing since sliced bread, that's kind of messed up. And I just want to be able to let you guys know that I probably won't be doing edits on any of these videos for a long time. Maybe at some point in the future, if I can find the time to learn that, I might do some small little edits. But I want to make sure that everything that I push out is as genuine and raw as it can be, because I don't like it when a video, like, I've actually turned off and completely stopped the video because it was over edited. If it's like a montage or something, then that's understandable. But overall, I like things to just be simple and effective and just work. I like it to have where it's the most raw emotions and uh, get you guys to understand a little bit about me and help me kind of be able to learn and help y'all learn as well. And if y'all can glean some good information from me, great. If you can't, feel free to go to another video. I won't be offended. I'd actually prefer if you went to another video if I'm not providing the information you need. If there's something you have a question about, be for real. Like, let me know. I have no problems with people trying to critique me, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If there's something I need to work on better, I need to work on it better. If y'all want to let me know about that, then that's great. I would love that kind of criticism, but make sure it's constructive criticism, because if you're just saying, "Oh, this sucks because I've seen somebody else do it better," cool. I ain't them. I'm never gonna be them. I don't give a shit who they are or what they've done. I'm talking. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, because the IT space can be either great or absolutely horrible. And over the past several years, I've had a lot of examples where I've had videos that have ended up where I've fallen into the same trap that a lot of people do, where they end up just doom scrolling for days and days and days, and they end up accomplishing absolutely nothing. And one of the things that I ended up actually having to get much better at was separating out like my work from my personal life. And that's one of those things that I feel like everybody struggles with, because if you don't separate your work time from your personal time, they're just going to kind of be a weird mesh of the two. And that really irritates me, because then people lose perspective and they think only about work, or they think only about personal life, and they don't end up working as much as they should. But yeah, this is kind of a heads up of what's going to be going on. I hopefully will have, probably in the next week or so, hopefully should have a video out about the feature that I was talking about that I've added recently to my server, and then kind of going on an overview of how I structured my server, because the baseline of it, and I'll try to show you guys a baseline of how that actually even went, because how it started and how it is very, very different, because the beginning result was very kludgy, and I'm still actually in the progress of slowly re-encoding and re-ripping most of the media that's on my server, because some of the media that's on the server was not done to the extent where I realized I could do it, because a lot of that media was just ripped in a very rushed fashion where I couldn't do it justice and have have a nice, clean, and effective look. But now I'm at the point where I can do that, and I found the proper profiles. I've set the right codecs. I've set everything to the best way that I know possible, at least for now. And it's probably going to be a long, drawn out process, but I mean, it's taken me several years to actually get to the point where I am even at now with my media server, of actually encoding things and re-encoding things and figuring out which was the best option, instead of actually just spending days, weeks, years just on one thing. I ended up just going all out on one thing initially, and then figuring out, oh no, that was a bad idea. Let me try doing something else. And yeah, overall, it's been a very educational process of doing that and sharing that with y'all, as I've shared that with some of my friends and coworkers, because they were like, "That's not even possible," and I had to tell them, "Yes, it is. It's very much possible. It's very awesome. It's incredible. If you actually get the chance to do it, it's so rewarding and it teaches you so much." And that's what I want to give y'all, is a little bit more of education, so that way y'all don't have to worry about any sort of BS of like what you're having to deal with, because a lot of this is going to be a little bit more heavy. Um, it's going to be a lot, but it's the culmination of teaching y'all what I've learned so far, and kind of like the 5-6 year journey that I've had being in IT. And some of it is like, because, all right, I'm rambling too much. uh, just stay watching. Keep an eye out for a lot of the new stuff that I'm gonna have coming out. It should be in the next 2 weeks at latest. But I'm really excited for it. I'm happy for y'all to actually kind of cultivate like all the knowledge, and hopefully be able to take something away from what I've been able to learn. And if I have been able to give you any sort of value, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you have to do, so that way I can continue sharing this with everybody, because I really feel like that this is something very important, and that it can be something beautiful, and that we can actually create a good community, and also hopefully help out, um, something that's near and dear to my heart, help out veterans that desperately need some sort of an outlet and mission. And because this is one of the only missions that I've been able to actually understand and cultivate and just glean so much information from, and actually just drive home what my purpose is and what my mission is. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I've never been able to get away from it, especially since getting out. But we can talk about that later. But I hope you all have a great day and have fun. Peace.